Chapter 10. The roar sounded again. "What's that?" whispered Wiglaf. "Sounds like Pa snoring," said Dudwin. Wiglaf smiled. "That's exactly what it sounded like. The giant lass was snoring. Guess we followed the snoring," said Erica. The roaring grew louder as she led the way down a hallway to a tower room. Moonlight shone through slits in the castle wall. A small torch flickered by the doorway. Everything was lit by the glow. Grubella lay sleeping in a giant bed, holding a pink plush dragon. Her mouth was wide open, and she was indeed snoring. "Home, boo, 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 boo." "She awfully loud," shouted Dudwin over the giant lass snoring. "Shh," Wiglaf said frantically. Grubella snorted and rolled over in her sleep. She stuck her giant thumb into a giant mouth. At least she wasn't snoring anymore. Wiglaf looked around the room. Where was Worm? He spied a giant bird cage sitting on a low table next to Grubella's bed, and curled up on the bottom of the cage was Worm. He had a lacy pink princess hat tied onto his head. His claws had been painted with sparkly pink polish. His tail drooped through the bars of the cage. His snout was running. "He still looks sick," Wiglaf whispered. "He needs Brother Davis' heavenly cold begone tonic." He turned to Janice. "Boost me up onto the table. I will open the door to his cage." Janice knitted her fingers together and lowered her hands. Wiglaf stepped onto them. Slowly, Janice raised her arms. Wiglaf reached up and grabbed onto the edge of the table with his fingertips. He dangled for a moment. Then he kicked one leg up onto the table and pulled the rest of himself up, too. "Way to go, Wiggy," said Dudwin. "Shh, Dud," warned Erica. "Pretty," murmured Grubella, but she did not open her eyes. Wiglaf tiptoed across the bedside table to the cage. He climbed up the bars until he reached the cage door. He pulled. The door stayed shut. Wiglaf slid down the cage bars and ran to the edge of the table. "Locked," he mouthed. "We must find the key," Erica mouthed back. The other dragon rescuers searched everywhere on the floor, under Grubella's giant bed, under her giant chest of drawers, under her giant toy chest. No key. Wiglaf searched everywhere on top of the table. He peered under Grubella's doors, under stuffed boar and basilisk, under a tiny stuffed unicorn. No key. Now Worm raised his head from the bottom of the birdcage. "Mommy?" he bubbled. "Mommy!" "Worm, happy to see you." "Shh!" Wiglaf placed a finger to his lips. "I'm happy to see you too, Worm," he whispered. "We shall find the key to your cage and rescue you. Don't make any noise, okay?" "Thank you, Mommy," Worm said softly. Then he sneezed loudly. "Achoo!" Grubella's eyelids fluttered, but her eyes stayed closed. "Wiggy, catch!" Dudwin half whispered. The next thing Wiglaf knew, he was holding tight to one end of a rope. His brother was holding the other. "Climb up the table leg." Dudwin reached the top of the table and hurried over to Worm's cage. "Egad, a real live dragon," he exclaimed. "Wait till I tell the other Class 1 kids about this." Then Dudwin crawled nearer to Grubella. "Hey, Wiggy, the giant's doll has on a gold bracelet. Look, it's got a gold crown charm. You think it's real gold?" Who knows, said Wiglaf. He picked up the skirt of a trapdoor and peered under it. We are looking for the key, remember? The key isn't down here, Janice called from the floor. Pull us up, Dud. We need to make a plan. Dudwin let down the rope, said Erica, Janice, and Angus climbed up. Angus patted Worm through the bars of the cage. Third, trilled Worm. Planning time, said Erica, hooking her rope back onto her tool belt. Everybody think hard about how we can save Worm. Think hard, Worm said. Wiglaf thought hard. At last, he said, Grubella opens and closes the cage door, so she obviously knows where the key is. Well, we can't exactly ask her where it is, said Erica. Why not? He said, and he jumped lightly from the table onto the giant lass bed. What are you doing, Wiggy? Called Dudwin. Wiglaf didn't answer. He froze while Grubella rolled over in her sleep. Then he sluggled across her pillows until he was right beside her giant ear. Grubella, Grubella, Wiglaf whispered. Where is the key to the dragon's cage? Where is the key? Grubella snorted and rolled over, nearly squashing Wiglaf. Grubella, Wiglaf tried again. Tell me where the key is. The key? Grubella mumbled in her sleep. I got the key. All of a sudden, Wiglaf heard the thump, thump of giant footsteps. Hide! Mommy! Bubbled Worm. Everyone hid. Wiglaf dove under Grubella's plushy pinky dragon. Thump! Thump! Someone was coming up the stairs.